Hi you guys, how are you all? I'm out on a walk and I just wanted to do a little impromptu video talking about the comfort zone and one of the gifts of stepping out of our comfort zone or changing up our environment. You can hear a lot of talk about this, and the reason why I wanted to talk about this today is because I do talk a lot about embodiment, and sometimes I do get the same question again and again about why I talk so much about embodiment, and also being a channeler, seeing galactic stuff, all of this, why I talk so much about embodiment. And embodiment is key, and I can say this from seeing things, from channeling galactic beings, from having access kind of to that world. Still, the most important thing I would say is to stay connected in the body and to stay connected with ourselves. And why is that? It is because all of the shift in consciousness that the human is going through is happening inside the body. It is happening right here. The DNA that is shifting is in the body. So even though we are receiving a lot of energy, the shifts are happening in the body. Now, what does this have to do with the comfort zone or stepping out of the comfort zone? That is, well, we know many people are talking about stepping out of the comfort zone and how important that it is and how much that helps in growth when we are on a journey of becoming more aware, of developing ourselves, of growing more into who we are. And one of the things we hear a lot about, which is really, really true, is that it's very powerful in the sense of stepping out or proving to ourselves that our limiting beliefs are not necessarily true. We are proving them to be wrong because we can do something, or we find ourselves suddenly overcoming a fear maybe, which gives a rush of chemicals in the body and all of that, obviously. But it's also proving that subconscious beliefs that we have about ourselves, about what we can do and what we can't do, is wrong. Which is really, really powerful, because then we have to change the whole perspective we have of ourselves that have a lot of chain reactions. So things like that is really, really important. What I want to say in this video though is that one of the gifts of stepping outside of the comfort zone is that you actually embody more. And why is that? That is because when you are in a situation that you have not been before, when you are doing something that you have not been doing before, when you are in a complete new environment that you maybe wouldn't choose, or in a situation that you are uncomfortable with, that is not like the known, what you've done thousands of times before, you have to open your senses. Because we get so desensitized in this world, and that is normal. I mean, part of it is normal, because we come into autopilot. We can't be like completely, feeling everything all the time. We need to be able to go about our day and do our stuff without being super sensitive all the time. And I'm saying that being a very sensitive person, it's not like we are going to turn that off. But when we are in a new environment, in a new situation, when we are stepping out of our comfort zones, we need to open our senses. We start seeing more. We start listening more. Maybe there's a new smell. Like, we start noticing all of these things. We take our body in use in order to navigate what has previously been unknown to us. And that part is one of the most important parts, I would say, of growth through stepping out of the comfort zone. It brings us back into the body. And that is where everything shifts, where everything changes. And when we are in the body, noticing our senses, because we have to navigate being in the body. We can't just be in the mind, or we can't be out of the body when we're navigating a new situation. Then the shift that can happen is that we maybe get a new perspective on ourselves, because we get out of that autopilot of thinking, or not really realizing what is going on around us, maybe not listening to the people around us, not being open for new perspectives. But when we shift that, and when we challenge ourselves in that way, we shift because we do it in the body. That is one of the reasons why stepping out of our comfort zones are so important when it comes to changing ourselves, developing ourselves, growing, and becoming more of who we are. Because we all get on an autopilot in some way or another. I would love to hear in the comments if you guys have some experiences or ways things have shifted for you by stepping out of your comfort zone or changing your environment or whatever it might be that has been a bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but then created a shift for you. Probably, maybe, first in the perspective and then in your actual life. I would love to hear. I will see you soon in the next video. Hope you are all well. Thank you for being here.